Okay, today we have a very interesting guest whose career path has taken like a different path in life, you could say, because his path is all about the afterlife. This is Ryan Dunn. He's written many books about the afterlife. He has afterlife tours. You are also the creator and founder of the Savannah Ghost Research Society with your wife, Kim. So much to talk about with you and your books, and we'll get to your books in just a moment. But I want to start with you about your story. How did you get started in this type of work, paranormal investigations? Where did this all begin?
So my wife, Kim, and I moved here in 2010. Like a lot of other people, we fell in love with Savannah and just packed up and moved here with our two kids. And we moved into an old house that was haunted. So we started having experiences right away.
That's what started it all, was the house?
Well, even prior to that, both of us have had an interest in the paranormal, but that's kind of what got us doing it for a living. And then both of us opened Afterlife tours in 2013, and we've been doing ghost tours and paranormal investigations ever since.
So you've got tours not only in Savannah, they're in Charleston and St. Augustine, two other very haunted cities. But Savannah's considered the most haunted city, right?
Right. So we're in all three cities, and we're planning on expanding to a few more cities too. So.
Okay, but you want to do investigations. That's what you do. You focus on the investigative part of it because you say you want to tell the truth about all this.
Yeah, so a lot of these tours in all these cities tend to tell a lot of stuff that's absolutely not true. So we work with the Historic Society, we fact check everything, and that way we know that guests that are going on our tour are getting 100% fact. And it doesn't go on our tour unless we have done an investigation there.
So what does that research involve then?
So we go to the Historic Society, spend many hours digging through coroner inquests, obituaries, city directories, census records. We put together a full timeline of what happened in the building. Then we go in overnight with all of our equipment, audio, video, thermal imaging and such, and we try to find evidence of what could be haunting the place.
Can you tell us your name?
Who is found in all the photos.
What do you think is the most haunted place in Savannah then, with all your experiences?
Oh, that's tough. Two of the most haunted we've done were the old Candler Hospital, which is now a SCAD building. We got to do that when it was still the old hospital. And I'd say Moon River Brewery, which sadly just recently closed.
And you mentioned you bring in your equipment. Tell us about the equipment that you use and what have you managed to capture with that equipment?
Yeah, so we've got night vision cameras, thermal imaging, we do audio recordings, we've got motion sensors. We've been able to capture audio recordings of names of people that had died in these buildings. We've got video.
And they match the records of what you found?
And they've even matched the records of what we found. Which is fascinating because we're getting first and last names of people, and it matches who actually passed away in the house.
Did you ever imagine your life would take this turn? I mean, to go down this path?
I always hope so. When I was a kid, Poltergeist was my favorite movie, and watching the people come in to investigate, I wanted to do that. I found out Duke University had a parapsychology department, and my parents said, what are you going to do with a parapsychology degree? So now we figured out a way to make a living doing it. So I get to do what I originally wanted to do, and I get to do it with my best partner, so it's awesome.
But you also have two children. Are they involved in this as well?
Yeah, so our two kids, Jenny and Addison, both love it. They've been on multiple investigations. And
you get a little freaked out by
it? Jenny was at the Juliette Gordon-Low place, and at the end of the night, she said, oh, we really didn't have much happen. And then she mentioned seeing an apparition of an old woman walking up the stairs. And I said, that's a pretty big deal. She said, yeah, but I see that a lot, so.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so are you a medium, or anybody in your family a medium?
I wouldn't say medium, but definitely very sensitive. My wife definitely is. She's very clairvoyant, and she picks up a lot more than I do. I'm more need the equipment to get evidence, and she can walk into a building and pick up a lot.
So what does she experience, or how does she know that there's a presence there?
She can pick up feelings. She's really good with clairaudience. She has some hearing issues, but yet she can hear stuff that a lot of us can't on audio recording until we amplify it. So it's wild. She can hear stuff beyond what most of us can hear.
Now, our Savannah audience are used to hearing ghost stories. You know, many people embrace the idea of it being the most haunted city, but there are skeptics out there. What would you like to say to the skeptics who are saying, okay, really, what evidence does this guy have?
So I myself am a believer, but I treat it like a skeptic. We try to find rational explanations for everything, but we've been able to capture stuff on thermal imaging, on video and audio that is completely unexplainable. And if they ever want to join us, we do events, so they can always join us on an overnight.
Let's talk about your Savannah Ghost Research Society, right? You guys have events, and people can come along with you.
Yeah, so we've got an online store. My wife runs a shop called The Other Side Spirit Shop, and the website's theothersidespiritshop.com. But we have events and retreats where people can book 2-3 day retreats, stay the night with us. We feed them, take them on overnight investigations, show them how to do the research.
Very cool. And you have, as we mentioned, books. You just written your third book, and this one's about St. Augustine's ghost stories.
Right.
And the first two are about Savannah.
Yeah.
But what's next for you then? I mean, you have the tours, you've got the books, and the investigations. What else are you guys planning?
We've been focusing a lot on the retreats so people can come with us, doing also overnight investigations around the U.S. people can join, and we plan on opening in Salem, Massachusetts, and New Orleans. So we've got a lot of plans. And then I'm already working on new books, a third Savannah book, one on Charleston, and one on America's Afterlife from our travels around the U.S.
Wow, it's like, you know, the opportunities are endless, right?
It is. It's just finding enough time to settle down and do it. So we're busy, but when you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Well, it was great meeting you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We appreciate you, and the website is afterlifetours.net.
Right, and then the shop website where they can buy our books is theothersidespiritshop.com, and we've got retreats for sale there as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.